Hey guys, how's everybody going? Harley, good to see you. Steven, Cooper the Great, good to have you. Mike Tabor, not first.
Good evening, everyone.
Jace, good to have you. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. Let a few more folks get in here and then we'll get started. Randall, how's it going? Good to have you. Cheers to everybody. Yeah, you were almost first, Mike. You were almost first. Jim, good evening. Good to have you. Got to be quicker than that, Mike. Stephen, how's your week been going? James, thank you very much. Glad to have you. Glad to have you in here. Jason, huge fan, big dog. You always start too damn early for me. Sorry about that, Jason. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Good evening, my girl.
Robert, how's it going? Earl, good to have you. Appreciate all you guys being here and gals. Austin, good to have you.
Thanks, Kurt.
Good to have you, Kurt.
Mike had to do the dishes before we got on.
I don't believe that, Mike.
Hey, Matt.
Matt, how's it going? But we'll have to catch this tomorrow. Awesome, Matt. Appreciate you, brother. I'll be talking about our little project here in just a little bit. Jason, I appreciate that. We're going to talk about those in just a minute. They're going to be on the website before lunch tomorrow. Maybe before I go to bed tonight. I picked up 2 Grilla Grill Chimps. I've been smoking brisket nonstop. Awesome, man. That's great. Me too, Matt. Me too. Mike, good to have you. Mike Mosley. You're right, Mike. There's no doubt about that. All right, folks, we'll go ahead and get started. And Jason, one of the things Jason's talking about, I always get started too early. Well, see, like my computer says it's only 7:58, but then my cell phone says it's 8:03. So I usually go by my cell phone. I don't know which one's right. What do you got? 8:03? 8:03. Dean, how's it going? On Monday, I used my new Traeger 575 and cooked a pork shoulder. It tasted great, but I had an issue. I had one issue. Cook time was 14 hours because I pressed the keep warm on my app and didn't notice. Wow. But now you know. That's how we learn, Dean.
George's best.
George's best. How are you? Awesome. Good to have you on the channel. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Austin gets his tomorrow.
Austin gets his Chimp tomorrow. Going to be an exciting day, Austin. What you planning on cooking first? Stephen Manis, thank you, man. You shouldn't do that. I already got to thank Stephen right off the bat. I'll talk about Stephen in a minute in the mailbag.
Oh, Jason's talking about your Sunday mornings are too early.
Yeah,
and he's in Texas.
Yeah, that is a little early, Jason. I apologize for that. The thing about it is I only get one shot at the sunrise when I'm here, so I got to get it when I can, I guess. I appreciate that, though, Jason. That is a little early for the Midwest and West Coast guys.
Jason, are you a Longhorn or Aggies fan?
Ooh, Longhorn or Aggies? Or neither?
Oh, he's in Texas. I'm sure he's one or the other.
That's right.
Longhorn.
Longhorn. Hey, we got that burnt orange hat right there waiting for you. Cooper the Great. That poster looks much better. Yeah, it does, don't it? I see. I thought about the lighting a little bit better tonight. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Little channel update. As of the live stream tonight, we were 4,133 subscribers. So moving on up. Seemed like just yesterday we were at 4,000. Now we got 133 more. So thank every one of you for that. Need a Clemson orange. Thank you very much, James. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So 4,133. The cobbler video that Miss Piddlin did, by the way, she did a great job on that video. 450 views. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Kurt says we need more light.
Need more light? Yeah, I could probably zoom that one right on in. See what this looks like. I was trying to how's that, babe? A little brighter? Yeah, that's a little brighter. Maybe that works.
Chad says his poppers were off the chain.
Poppers were off the chain. What?
It was just sarcasm, homie.
Oh, sarcasm. I'm not very good at sarcasm.
Thanks, Mike.
I'm sorry about that. The griddle hack video is up to 839 views. So that thing's doing pretty good too. So, but real happy with those videos. Like I say, Brandy did a great job with her video. It turned out really well. We've got some really great responses off of that video. So I'm sure in the future she'll be doing some more videos.
Let's see.
But they turned out good. Appreciate that, Mike. Thank you. So those are pretty cool. Mailbag. First off, I got to thank Stephen Manis. We went out, Brandy went out to check the mailbox the other day, and she brings back a box, and it's a bag of pellets, and it was a bag of post oak pellets. Billy, good to have you. A bag of B&B post oak pellets. And we had talked about post oak. Somebody had asked about post oak pellets a while the other day, and we talked about it. And Stephen said, I've never tried post oak, but I think I'd be interested to try. So he sent me a bag. And so, Stephen, I really appreciate that. So today I did a video, a jalapeno popper video, and somebody asked the other day too if I would do a jalapeno popper video. So I did that this morning, and I dumped the pellets that I had in there and put the post oak pellets in there, and they worked absolutely great. Enjoyed the flavor and the smell of the smoke off that post oak. And the video turned out really well. I've still got to edit it, so I'll probably edit it sometime tomorrow and post it tomorrow afternoon. So be looking forward to that. It's just a basic jalapeno popper video that you can kind of use as a base, and then you can be as elaborate as you want to with it. So they turned out really well. So Stephen, again, thank you for that bag of post oak pellets. That was awesome.
Fred.
Yeah, Matt, it seems like, and by the way, it's not because of my video, but since I've done that video, 2 or 3 different people, 3, 4 different people on Facebook and stuff have asked about the griddle hack all of a sudden. So I've tried to share that video that I did with it and all that. So it's kind of interesting. And again, there's been a lot of views, I guess, opinions about the griddle hack. So it's been kind of interesting, but pretty cool. Jason, I appreciate that. That's good stuff. And it's good. It's good that you guys watch that together. And I try to, one thing I try to do is make it as family friendly as possible anyway.
Kurt, that would probably be good with cherries, but I'm not a big cherry eater, so.
Now I like cherries. There was something else, maybe blackberry or something else would be pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, blueberries.
You're gonna have to name a wing of your house the Stephen. No kidding. Yeah, we're gonna have to dedicate part of the yard or something to Stephen Manis. Maybe a little statue over there in the corner or something.
He said use that to go get the truck roast.
Stephen, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And I'll definitely do that and do it with that post oak. I mean, it could be, Matt, but I struggle to think that that's why people have been bringing it up. But it's kind of neat the way, you know, things go in cycles like that. That's pretty cool, Jason. That's pretty cool. I hope it's in a good way, but if it's not, that's all right too. Been on the lookout for some
Blackberries.
blackberries.
I might have to make a blackberry cobbler.
Yeah. Too many people getting mad over the griddle hack. Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, you know, the Blackstone is a total independent grill. It's a grill. The griddle hack is an accessory to a grill you already have. I mean, that's the way I look at it. So to each his own, I guess.
I made Steven Spears beer.
Oh, yeah, we could do a bronze statue, maybe like in the Caesar style with like a little, you know, I don't know what you call it, like a little robe or something, you know, with a little leaves around his head or something. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so I think we're kind of caught up there. And we saw Fred in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Fred, how's it going, brother? Coffee beans. It's like the fat. You're right, Matt. It's like the fat side up, fat side down, or you know, any of that other stuff, I guess. But man, I was just surprised at how many people just went crazy off the rails because I did a video on the griddle hack. Anyway, I love it, and I'm going to do some more, and maybe it'll freak some more people out because I'm using the griddle hack on my Silverbac. Another thing in the mailbag, obviously we got the hats. And I want to give a shout out, and they're not a sponsor by any means. But again, you know, sometimes I get involved with a company that just I'm really happy with. And you know, all you guys know, you guys deal with you know, companies a lot too. And you know, it seems to me anyway that there's a lot of companies out there that could really care less if they do a good job or not. And so when I find a company that's doing a really good job, I like to throw their name out there, you know, if I have an opportunity to do so. So I'm ordering these hats from a place called Epic Sports. And I found them online. And that's who I order the hats from. This is the second round of hats that I ordered from them. The first round came in a, you know, orderly fashion and all that stuff. And the order was right. I get nice emails from them and all that stuff. Well, this order of hats I ordered Monday and I got them today, and they came from Ohio. And so that's pretty amazing to me. The other thing I like about this company is, you know, it's just like all the other bulk order companies that you can order from. The more items you order, the more of a discount you get, you know. So the thing about this company is like say if I order 12 hats, I can order. Elvin, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Appreciate having you on the channel as well. The thing about this company is I can order different. I don't have to order 12 of the same color. Some companies make you order 12 of the same color. I can mismatch all the colors, and as long as I order 12, I still get a good discount on the hats and that kind of thing. And so really appreciate that. Really appreciate the timely manner that they send the hats, the packaging, and everything. So just want to, say if you're in the market for any kind of hats or anything like that, any kind of sports related apparel, check out epicsports.com. And, if you order something from them, just let them know, hey, I heard it over at Jus Piddlin BBQ. And, I'd really appreciate that. That's pretty cool stuff.
Right here.
Really like the forest green and tan hat. Getting one for my son.
I don't know if it's forest green, but it's
kind of a Kelly.
More of a Kelly green.
And it's white, ain't it?
Yeah.
Kelly green and white, really.
It kind of looks forest green on the camera.
Yeah,
it's good looking hat. It's my favorite because it's my favorite color. And then he said, "Don't send a link."
What?
Gregor, you haven't posted yet.
Don't see a link for the hats. Yeah, I don't have them posted yet. We just got the patches sewn on. Brandy just got the patches sewn on like 2 hours ago. And then I was finishing up cooking supper out there. So probably tomorrow by lunch, I'll have them posted on the website. I'll put it on Instagram and Facebook. And then they'll be ready to go. So check back around lunchtime and they'll be on there. So thank you for that. People going crazy because I'm cooking on my Kamado Joe. Yeah, I don't understand that. I still get, people that make comments about me using Kamado Joes or Traegers or whatever, and really, to be honest with you, it's more people that are using the Grilla Grill products, and maybe it's because I started out using the Grilla Grill first. But if I had gotten a deal from Grilla Grill about being exclusively Grilla Grills, then I would have definitely done that. But that hasn't happened, and that hasn't happened with any brand. So I'm an equal opportunity grill user as long as it's a quality grill that I'm satisfied with. So I just like spreading it out and hitting different audiences, I guess, for my channel is the best way that I can put it. Staples still has $5 mugs. I need to check that out too. And I've been so focused on these hats, to be honest with you, that I haven't checked into the mugs anymore, but I need to get back into the mug part as well. Love my hat, just need it to stop raining around here so I can put my stickers on my truck. I hear you. We got some rain today too, finally. Another thing to make
towels
with your logo is towels like the hats. And see, I've thought about that, Jason. Matter of fact, we talked about that, I think. They make some towels that are kind of like, to be honest with you, they're kind of like golf towels. Mm-hmm. But they have a hook. They have a grommet in one of the corners with a hook. But I thought that would be pretty cool to have my logo on those. But because they've got that grommet with a hook on it, you could hook them on your grill. Then you've got a towel on your grill. So if that's something that y'all would be interested in, I've already thought about that, and I thought it would be pretty cool. But then a lot of things that I think pretty cool, people don't think it's pretty cool. So I always think, maybe that's not. But if that's something you guys would be interested in, I'd be into, getting a dozen or so of those and trying them out and see how those go.
Jace.
I've gotten a lot of compliments on my hat so far. I might get the black and gray one too. That'd be awesome, man. I really, um, I like the way they fit so far. I have though, as we talked the other day, I have talked to Heath, who, by the way, I need to give Heath a shout out too. He's the one that does my patches. Check him out on Instagram. Forged Leather is FORJD Leather, Forged Leather. Check him out on Instagram. But he does a great job with the hats. He makes all kinds of leather apparel. But I talked to him and put in another order for 12 more patches. And I'm just going to sell those, just the patches by themselves on the website. So if you guys would like to just buy a patch and you can put them on an apron, you can put them on a hat of your choice, whatever you'd like to put them on. Maybe a necklace around your neck would be pretty cool or something like that. That'd be awesome. So anyway, as soon as he gets those done, I'm just going to put those online on the website and just sell them as the patches. And if you purchase a patch, we'll include the thread that Brandy sews the patches on with is like a waxed, almost like a leather type thread, but we'll include that thread in there with the patch. So keep looking for that if you'd like to have just a patch.
Mike, the Queen's hands were busy today.
Very busy. She did an awesome job today.
Probably likes his hat.
Love my hat. It fits perfectly with zero effort or manipulation. That's what I'm talking about. And I thought Harley had a big head, but evidently Austin's got a pretty big noggin as well.
Apparently Mike does too.
Well, Mike, you and Austin need to do some comparison because Austin's head is giving that hat a stress test. I think he's on the last two little knobs on that adjuster back there, which by the way is pretty big. I mean, let me see this one right here. If I were to just do that last two, I'm just going to do that last two. Now I thought I've got a pretty big head, don't I? But if this is where
head's bigger than yours.
If this is where
I love you,
Austin's
Harley,
is,
but I think Harley's head's bigger than
yeah.
yours.
I mean, I can tuck my ears in and spin it all the way around my head and everything.
Mike, that orange is like Longhorn orange.
Yeah, it's a burnt orange.
You like that? All right, they're digging the idea of towels.
All right, I'll check into that. And I'll try to vary some colors and we'll go from there. That'll be pretty cool. So Mike Tabor says put him down for an orange one. Yeah. So we need to pull an orange one out. Oh man, I just lost my. Or I guess I don't have to actually pull it off the table, but.
Now we have a navy. If that would be better for Denver.
Yeah, that's the navy. It almost looks black.
Yeah, that's navy
here,
and white.
But that's a navy.
This is baby blue and gray, black and gray, green and white, like a Kelly green, and then red and white.
And then we have a burnt orange and khaki. Burnt orange and khaki.
The red, black. Look. I have, yeah, the navy. Okay, I got him for navy. I got you, Mike, for navy. He said navy, and then he's changed it.
Navy, heavy.
Aprons would be nice.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And I love Cowboy Kent Rollins. His stuff is, I love watching his channel. I love watching his channel. So the Navy ones are going to be accounted for already.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be gone.
Gregor, would you want me to pull green for your son?
Too close to Tennessee colors on the burnt orange one. That's awesome, Stephen. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Justin.
Rocky Top. Jason, howdy. And Ola.
He's looking for a video.
Looking for a video on burnt ends. I don't have a video on brisket burnt ends, but I do have a video on Justin Stanley weekly stipend. Thank you, Justin. Good to see you here, man. I did do a video last week before last, on some bacon burnt ends that turned out phenomenal. If you'd like to check that out, turned out really good. Same principle as brisket burnt ends, but I used bacon. And Malcolm Reed did a similar video on those bacon burnt ends as well, but they turned out phenomenal. If you'd like to give that a look.
Gregor, there's snapback. Are you talking about one of these two? Cook pork bellies is next cook.
Yeah, I did some pork belly burnt ends one time. I didn't film it, but the bacon burnt ends, I don't know why, but the bacon burnt ends turned out better in my opinion. They turned out awesome. So give that a look. One of the best cooks that I've done was those bacon burnt ends. As far as a snack type food, tailgating food, anything like that, I mean, just phenomenal. They were amazing.
You're welcome, Gregor.
Mike Mosley, I'll take the burnt orange. I'm in Tennessee. Go Vols. Do we have another burnt orange?
Yeah.
Well, Mike, we'll put you down for a burnt orange. The key is going to be how we get.
Well, they're just going to have to. They're going to have to go to the website and purchase it.
I know, but when I upload them, I don't want to upload them and then one of them gets sold. You know what I'm saying?
Justin, I've got yours for your light blue. Gregor's saying we should just wait for the link.
So here's what I'll do. If you ask us to save you a hat, you got their names wrote down, babe?
Yeah, I've got to ask Stephen though. Stephen, you want the black and gray?
So if you had us hold you a hat out, send us your email address, and like Jace did the previous order of hats, I didn't have those last ones on the website, so I sent him an email when I was going to put them on the website. So I'll just send you guys an email tomorrow when I'm fixing to put them on the website and give you a heads up. And as soon as you send me an email back and say, yeah, go ahead, I'm ready to, I'm good to get it, then I'll add it to the inventory on the website and you guys can go right on there and purchase it. So that'll be good. So right now we'll just, we've got you down for them. Just send me an email, Jus Piddlin BBQ @gmail.com. I'll even type it down here in the bottom. There's my email address. Just send me a quick email. just verify which one that we held out for you, just to make sure. And then tomorrow morning, I'll send you an email right before I'm going to put it in inventory on the website. And then you can go straight on there and purchase it right off of there, and then I'll get it sent out to you. That'll be good.
I wrote Gregor's email down.
Okay. Yeah, or you can just post it on here if you don't mind everybody else seeing your email. Obviously, Gregor doesn't really care. So good stuff. Dog Father, how's it going? Good to have you tonight. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So that's pretty cool. So we got 3 or 4 hats already gone then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. 65-inch Samsung. I got to see that sometime, Stephen. My big mug on a 65-inch Samsung. Last week, Brandy gave us the address. Now the email.
There's nothing in it, Mike.
Yeah.
There's nothing in it.
I think you'd probably be disappointed with that account number, Mike. All right, let's see what else. We never got through the mailbag. I did get a pair of flip-flops for Father's Day in the mailbag, thanks to my lovely wife as well. So that was pretty cool.
Justin wants to. I'll let him get mine.
Okay.
This one. Justin, I've got you for a green one too. I might want a social security number.
Yeah, what is that? What do they always say? They always say on the movies. Yeah, my social security number is 555-222-5555. Pango. Justin, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate all you guys. Thank y'all, man. Y'all are amazing. Truly amazing. Oh, Kip, if Kip's in the house, if he's not in the house, maybe he'll see it, but Kip's sign is on the way. I had it made. I posted some pictures on Facebook, I think, and Instagram of the sign that I made him. Turned out pretty good. All clear in Sector 7, Harley Rocks at Gmail.
You had bright orange.
Bright orange.
Or mango color.
We did have bright orange, but we sold them.
Yeah.
So the next batch, I'll tell you what we'll do. Before we order the next batch of hats, we will jot down some color suggestions, and we'll order some of those colors. We had some Tennessee orange, what I call Tennessee orange, and but they got sold, so we probably need to order some more of those, or a mango type color. I know they've got their orange, so let's see. Hold up, 32 watching and only 10 likes. Yeah, y'all need to hit that like button. Hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, which most of you have, please hit the subscribe button.
Jason give you his social.
Sure, so.
Am I correct?
Yeah. Hey, I like it though. 4th of July, 1776. I love it.
Mike says they never remember to like it.
I know it. Well, Mike, that's what I thought. That's what your job was to remind. But Dog Father took care of it for me. Can't like until I get out of the video. Really? Heard someone asking about a T-shirt idea. It's going to say "Sharp Knives Matter." Yeah. Yeah, it should say that. I don't know if you can see. I about cut my hand off. You can't even hardly see it anymore. Last weekend, week before last. Thanks to my brother, I about cut my hand off.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with your brother.
Yeah.
None of that was your fault.
He sabotaged me with those rubs.
That was all you. I got Mike Mosley's email too.
Sweet. So, just in case you guys have to get out of here before we get done, if we saved you a hat, tomorrow morning I'm going to send you an email saying 15 minutes and the hats will be in the inventory. So make sure that you get on there and snag them.
Hey, Gavin.
That's what I'm talking about, Elvin. That's what I'm talking about. Gavin, good day, mate. Good morning.
All right, you had a
Good morning.
question back here. Oh, shoot.
What I have?
Wait a minute. Maybe not.
Doing the barbecue. Doing the barbecue art you're collecting for that wall. I'm glad you said that, Dog Father. And I need to give a shout out to Matt again. Matt has made me a sign, and I think it shipped out today. And it's a wooden sign that he engraved with a machine that he has, and did an outstanding job with it. He sent some pictures to us, email and Instagram, and so it's on its way. So it will be on this back wall probably by the weekend. But also what we're going to do is I'm going to have like a little video that kind of talks about that sign a little bit. And me and Matt are going to pair up and do a little deal where I'm going to have like a promo code at the end of that video, and probably for a while in the description box after I post that sign up, that's going to give 10% off to anybody that orders a sign from Matt. He does beautiful, outstanding work, and so it's pretty awesome. So anyway, I'll talk about that a little more once I get the sign up and do that video and give you more details about it. But really looking forward to that. And again, that's why I like doing this channel is, at first it was about the barbecue and it was about the videos, but now it's just about the people that I've met. And all you guys, number one, but I've met a lot of really cool people, really nice people. And so, that's why I enjoy doing the videos, is because it brings me closer to you guys. And I'm always meeting, new people who are just great people in general. So pretty cool stuff. So anyway, Matt, I look forward to that, and can't wait to get the sign because it looks amazing. Besides yourself, who is one of your most barbecue chefs you admire the most or like to watch? I like watching probably the most. I like watching Russ Jones over at Smoky Ribs. And I know Russ won't take this the wrong way, but it's not that he's like a culinary, 5-star chef, but he does things the way I like doing them. He does things like I would do them. He's an everyday guy. He's an everyday person, and please let her in. And I like watching him because, he's just an everyday guy. But even though he's an everyday guy, he really does a lot of research. He really does his homework before he does a video. And so that's the way I kind of try to do my channel too. So I really admire Russ Jones as far as you said chef. I'm not sure about chef, but just another guy, more of a backyard barbecue type guy. I really like his stuff a lot. As far as chefs go, as far as professionals go, I've always liked watching Bobby Flay. I like watching his shows and the way that he cooks and uses ingredients a lot. I kind of like his cooking style. He uses a lot of spices and stuff like that. So I really like his cooking style, I guess. What's your best preference of pellet flavor for beef, pork, chicken? That's a good question. Overall, I'm not really sure why, but I like the combination of hickory and cherry pellets. I think the very first cook that I did when I got my Silverbac, I did a pork butt and I did a combination of hickory and cherry pellets. I did a video on it, and the smoke ring was insane, and the flavors were great. And ever since then, I've just liked that combination of hickory and cherry. So that's probably my favorite overall. If I use pecan pellets, I usually use them by themselves. I don't really know why. I just prefer to use them by themselves. I also like using hickory or oak by themselves too, but most of the time I like combining hickory or oak with a fruit wood like apple or cherry. So that's probably my favorite. Now, Grilla Grills, if I use their pellets, I like getting the competition blend from them, which I think is oak, hickory, and cherry, if I'm not mistaken. I like that competition blend that they have. Appreciate that question. That's a good question. Yeah, I saw that a while ago. Yeah. So are we kind of caught up, maybe?
Have you gotten here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. Just curious, what is an item exclusive to your area in Florida, or I'm actually in South Georgia, that you can share with us? Oh man, that's a tough question there. What's an item exclusive to your area, which would be in South Georgia, that you make that you can share with us? That's an interesting question. Gregor, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And I actually have thought about looked into purchasing the aprons, the exact apron that I have, and just putting my patch on it and just throwing it on the website and see if anybody would be interested. But I did check that out, and that stuff looks awesome, and I'm going to put in an order, and I meant to do that today, but then I got caught. I did that video and then started cooking that pork loin on the Kamado and never got around to it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get some of that. That was a great suggestion, by the way. Yeah, back to that. What's something that we make here that's kind of unique to us? I don't know if there's anything here that's really unique to us. I mean, obviously around here, I live in the area where we're the biggest grower of Vidalia onions in the world, I think. So I use those a lot in a lot of different recipes and stuff. But I just think in our area, the most frequent thing that's cooked around in this area is probably pork butts as far as barbecue goes. Mm-hmm. But that's, most everybody knows how to do that, that's probably the biggest thing is pork butts. I just did that jalapeno popper video this morning. So I'll be posting that. I'm not sure that that's unique to this area. I think most everybody does those. So that's a tough question. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Matt says he posted it in Facebook page this afternoon for anyone who's curious. What else? Dogfather's actually in Texas, I believe. Funniest video, Jason, your funniest video you made was when you make those badass delicious steaks. I think if I remember right, your brother was there and showed the video the next day because you ate the other one.
And Rick says we got to meet Harley.
The first time I showed Harley was when I did the prime rib video on the that might have been the Timberline. I did that prime rib roast. That I think that's what that was. You need college colors or at least Auburn ones. Auburn ones. Smiley be up for that.
Oh, he already is. He's already.
Oh yeah. War damn eagle. Yeah, I mean I love Russ over at Smoky Ribs. I really do.
Justin.
And I've still got to get a hold of him and see if we can work up a collaboration pretty soon. I got a Kamado, Justin Stanley, I got a Kamado Joe. Haven't used it yet though. Feeling intimidated. Man, don't feel intimidated, Justin. It's as easy. I cost him $1,100. I apologize. I'm gonna send some of that back, Justin. It is as easy as using a pellet grill. Maybe even easier because there's no mechanical things to tear up. Biggest thing, Justin, is and maybe I should do a video on just temp controls on the Kamado Joe. Maybe I'll do that. But even, what was the last video I did on the Kamado Joe? Oh, the spatchcock chicken. Mm-hmm. I kind of show you a little bit on that spatchcock chicken video a couple weeks ago on how I control the temp, or at least how I get it up to temp. Biggest thing with that Kamado Joe, when you start it up, once you see the temperature start creeping up towards where you want it to be, go ahead and start knocking the dials back so you don't overshoot your temp. As long as you don't overshoot the temp that you're trying to cook at and you sneak up on it, once you get there, it'll stay there as long as you've got charcoal in it. So don't be intimidated by it at all. T-shirt idea: front barbecue naked, back hold the rub. I like it. I like it. Emma started my interest in cooking. Godfather barbecue. Russ got me into barbecue. Emerald, I used to watch Emerald all the time. Emerald he was the real deal. I liked watching his stuff too. My buddy was getting his jungle delivery today. That's awesome, man. Mike, let me know how that goes. Let me know what he thinks about it. Harry Pellets. Not sure what that is. Emerald is a legend. The only thing about Emerald is, after he had been around a while, he kind of started getting a little crazy there a little bit. I did see him on like a QVC or Home Shopping Network the other day selling some kind of air fryer or something. Went to the dark side and got myself triple rotisserie and shashlik spinner. I don't even know what that is, Gavin. It sounds pretty cool. I'd like to get one of those Joe Tisseries for the Kamado. I think that'd be pretty cool to mess around with.
Confused about charcoal.
I'm just confused how much charcoal I should be adding. I got you. there is a little ring. I say ring. Kind of, well, you know where there's air holes down there in the bottom. I'm not talking about in the bottom plate, but around the sides. If you're going to do a long cook, you can fill them up to that level, and that's going to be plenty of charcoal to do a long cook. So and it doesn't hurt to put that much charcoal anyway, and then put your charcoal starter in the middle, light it, and then when you get done with your cook, even if you haven't used all that charcoal, if you shut down the top and bottom vents, it's going to stop that charcoal from burning. And so the next time you go out there to cook, take your little charcoal tool and just stir that charcoal around and let all the ash fall to the bottom. And then whatever charcoal is left, you can reuse that. So that's one thing that's great about the Kamado. Now, Brunswick stew, yeah, Jim, I love Brunswick stew. That is one thing that's kind of, you know.
My father said he was born in Augusta.
Born in Augusta, man, that's awesome.
He was thinking he was in Florida.
Born in Augusta.
Carl says we're collecting fruitcakes.
Well, that is true. We live in Claxton, Georgia, which is the fruitcake capital of the world. Neither one of us eat fruitcake.
Mm-mm.
What about peach and pecan? Peach can. That's pretty good. Peachwood and cherry mixed with hickory is the bomb on pork. You know, speaking of that, I've seen a lot of questions lately on social media and stuff about people asking if it's okay to mix different pellets and wood flavors. And I was kind of surprised by that. You know, it's okay to mix any of those flavors and then just try them and see, you know, which ones you prefer. But I'm a little surprised by that. You know, I don't know what people think is going to happen when you mix those wood flavors. You know, it was kind of strange.
We're way behind.
John, good evening. I got some beef ribs from this weekend. First time making those. That's awesome.
Justin picked up some Charlie's Choice.
Yeah, Justin, let me know what you think about that Charlie's Choice. I like it. I think we're on our second container now. So me and the wife just laughed. She said, sounds like, yeah. When your brother was there, that was probably when Harley was here, maybe Mac and Rhonda, or maybe Chad. There's no telling. There's a lot of days that are like that, Jason, to be honest with you. I may do a video on that, on the how to control temps and charcoal level and that kind of thing on the Kamado Joe. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like an expert on the Kamado Joe, but I really have not had any issues whatsoever operating that Kamado Joe. It's really pretty straightforward and easy, to be honest with you.
Hello from New Jersey.
Jersey here. Love your channel, brother. Keep it going. I appreciate you showing up. Thank you so much.
Come on.
Great to have you. I have a Kamado Joe too and love it. I do love it. And overall, it's probably the funnest grill that I have to use. That and the Watchman Stove. The Watchman Stove's fun too, just because I can do so many things with it. But I love it. All I have to say, me and the family are big fans. Keep up the great videos and work. We always look forward to watching them. Jason, man, that those kind of comments mean the world to us. I mean, that's what keeps us going doing the videos, really. I mean, that's cool. I appreciate that. What's something you have tried to cook that you just couldn't get right, but want to get better at it? That's a good question too. Man, Dogfather's bringing the heat tonight. All right.
I'll be back.
Something that I've tried to cook that you just couldn't get right, but want to get better at it. It used to be wings, and I say that just because of the skin. Nobody likes rubbery skin with the wings, but I've gotten better at the wings. Um, chops, pork chops, especially boneless pork chops, give people a lot of fits because it's easy to dry those out. And so that's something that's kind of hit or miss, but I think it's hit or miss more because of the kind of pig, the kind of pork that it comes from. So I think that has a lot to do with that too. If anything else, and this is going to sound weird, and I've gotten better about this really since I got the Watchman Stove because I really enjoy cooking steaks on that Watchman Stove. And I've actually started thinking about starting to do some of the steak cook-offs. So I need to start practicing on that more. But if there was one thing that I'm probably inconsistent on more than anything, it's probably steaks, I would think. It'd probably be steaks. One thing that I can cook that is consistent every single time, and that's pork butts. I can cook those in my sleep, and they're going to turn out good. And I just think everybody has their own little niche that they have that just comes natural to them. Dogfather, you've probably got yours. What do you think? Let's see, he said, and that's what I'm talking about. He says he thinks that's probably his best cook is steaks. And so, there are people, like my buddy Smiley, he says that he's always had trouble, never been really successful at cooking pork butts. And, that's always just come easy to me, but then steaks might come easy to somebody and somebody else not so much. So it's kind of weird how that happens. Gavin, I suck at roast veggies on the grill. My grill is for meat only from now on. Gavin, I tell you what we do now, and this might make it easy for you if you may have already tried it. I don't know, but we do a lot of vegetables, and we'll just dice them up, kind of family style in big pieces, and put them in tin foil with some butter, maybe a little olive oil, maybe a little Charlie's Choice, salt, pepper, garlic, or whatever your favorite rub is, some kind of veggie rub, and then just wrap it up, and then just put it on the grill, and it just kind of steams. Maybe add a little bit of lime juice or lemon juice in there to help it steam, and it just kind of steams. And we do vegetables a lot that way. We've also done potatoes and onions that way. Dice those up, put them in a tinfoil packet with some butter, salt, pepper, garlic, or whatever kind of your favorite season is. Wrap it up, put it on the grill, and it always turns out really good. So give that a try and see if that helps. See what else.
Justin said fish.
Fish.
Inconsistent.
Very true. Fish is tough. Fish is tough. Salmon, I don't have a problem with. I have done saltwater trout on the grill, but the way that I did that was I made a little tinfoil tray, and with some butter and lemon, and then just cooked them in that tinfoil tray like that. The problem that I've always run into with fish, not frying but grilling, is that if you try to grill it on, there's a weather alert. If you try to grill it on the grill sometimes it would stick on the grill and then you've got a mess. Or if you're doing fillets and for whatever reason you try to flip and they stick, then you've got a disaster on your hands. I have run into that problem at times, which is why now I like using cedar planks or some kind of wood plank. That just makes it easier and prevents it from sticking to the grill and that kind of thing. So, but you're right, fish is a difficult one to do.
Good night, Billy. Have a good evening and a good day tomorrow.
Billy, appreciate you. Thank you very much. Hope you have a great week.
Harley said he cooked flounder last night.
Love flounder. Flounder is probably one of my favorite fish to eat. It's really sweet. Love it.
Yeah, Mike only does boiled water.
Boiled water. They say mayo works better than butter on fish. I've heard that. Something about yeah, I have heard that. Justin, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate all you guys. Again, I'm just like you guys. I cook in my backyard. And I just have, the opportunity to share my experiences and maybe it helps somebody, but by far, obviously not an expert in any of the fields. Now I have, Gregor, that's a good point. Poached fish, wrapped in a heavy duty tinfoil pouch. Also, I have done fish before in I don't know what you call it, maybe papoose, I don't know. But it's kind of like, what's it? Not wax paper, but not wax paper, but the other paper that you bake with.
I can't think.
Anyway, that paper that you bake with, make a little pouch out of that. Parchment paper. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I have cooked fish in that parchment paper, and then you just roll the edges up and then put it in there so it kind of steams and that parchment paper will puff up. I have done that before, and that turns out pretty good. So, and that's a pretty safe way to do fish. Also a pretty healthy way to do fish. By the way, speaking of fish, I can't even believe I didn't even say this. When I cooked a pork loin on the Kamado Joe today, turned out fabulous, by the way, and I want to talk about that here in just a minute too. But I also did frog legs. Turned out amazing. Better than any chicken wing I've ever done was those frog legs today, which got me to thinking I need to do a chicken wing style frog leg cook. That's going to be amazing. So that's coming up really soon within the next week because, it hit me while I was doing it. Chicken, because they're similar to chicken wings, to be honest with you. Flavor wise, size wise, that kind of thing. And so I'm going to do a buffalo style frog leg cook coming up pretty soon. It's going to be pretty cool.
Thanks, Albert.
In Papillo cooking. Yes.
Did you see what your brother said?
What? Yeah. So, that was close. That was close.
Elvin, I did not eat any frog legs. I didn't even want to look at them. Poor things. I didn't want to look at them.
I ate them. They were good.
No, it was terrible. Terrible.
Really good. Cook those on the Kamado Joe. Perfect.
I agree, Justin.
That's frog a good legs. Eddie. That's a good combination. Frog legs.
Oh my gosh, no! I'm not eating.
Might even use
look at them. They made me sick just to look at them.
They didn't make me sick.
Frog legs hanging there.
Maybe even like a little peach.
Stop.
Sauce.
Stop. No, you're not doing that. Not happening.
They were good. Dogfather, I appreciate you coming by. Enjoyed your questions. Enjoy having you always, man. Always. Yeah.
No,
Frogs are just baby chickens.
no.
Well, they were good.
I save the frogs around here, and he goes to the store and buys the legs.
I couldn't save them. They were already frozen. I mean, they were already, there was no saving them.
Mm-mm.
What would have really been horrible is if I'd have let them go to waste. So I didn't let them go to waste. Didn't let them go to waste.
I want to eat some chicken now.
Anyway,
Not no frog legs.
past couple of times I've done port loins, I have taken them all the way up to past 200 degrees internal. Now, a lot of people are going to say, "Oh my God," and freak out and all that stuff. But you know, in years past, I've just taken them to about 165, pulled them, sliced them thin for the most part, and they've been good. But I just remember our Mama always cooked port loins, and she would tie them up with butcher's twine, and she would cook them, and she would cook them just like a regular roast. And I remember when she used to get done with them, when she would take them off, she would cut the string, and when she would pull the string off, they'd be so tender that some of the meat would come off with the string. But they just had a deeper flavor than the ones that I've been cooking to 165, 170, whatever. And so Memorial Day weekend, Harley brought 2 port loins over, and we did them on the Kamado, and we just let them go. We're swimming, we're hanging out, and yeah, they're good. Well, let's just let them go. So we let them go till they were like 205. And
I think y'all forgot about them.
well, it could have been, but there's been a lot of great mistakes happen. And so, I mean, really probe tender. So we took them off, and they were outstanding. And I told Harley, I said, I'm never doing another port loin the way I used to do them. I'm always going to do them like this from now on. So the one that I did today, I pulled it like, I don't know, right around 200 degrees, 195, 200, 198. And again, turned out phenomenal. So basically what I'm doing now, so I got a message, and they asked, have I always cooked port loins to 200 degrees? They've never done that, never thought about doing that. Want to know what it was like. Well, so basically what I'm doing with the port loins is I'm cooking the port loins just like I do a pork butt, basically, if I didn't wrap it. And so basically I'm just putting it on, and I'm just letting it go until I reach 195, 200 degrees. And basically at that point, what determines when I take it off is I'll just take that probe and just start sticking it in there. And when it's tender, that's when I take it off. So that's how I'm cooking my port loins now. The only bad side to doing that is the port loin doesn't have as much internal fat content as a pork butt does. So you run the risk of it being dry. So to prevent that, I do a couple things. I always spritz it every hour. If I see that it's drying out too much, I can wrap it in tinfoil, and then that's going to keep the moisture in the loin to keep it a little more moist. But really, that hadn't been that big of an issue. When it comes down to the end product, it has more flavor. It's got more bark. It's way more tender than a regular port loin. And you can actually pull it or chop it into barbecue. And it really, I mean, me and Brandy were debating the last time we did it. It's right on the edge of being better barbecue than regular pork butt some. Mm-hmm. So even if you've never tried it, just give it a try one time. Next time you get a whole port loin. Now, we're not talking about tenderloin. We're talking about a real port loin. And I bought one this morning that was about that long. So I cut it into 3 smaller, probably 2.5 pound port loins. That's what I cooked today. So I've got 2 more in the refrigerator. But just give it a try. Throw it on 250 degrees, 275, 250, and then just let it go and cook it just like a pork butt. and just see what happens. Spritz it every hour or so. Just see what happens. Let me know what you think. I prefer it better that way than pulling it at the regular recommended internal temp of 160, 165, 170-ish. I just think it's better that way. So
now they want to raise money for me to eat frog legs.
that's what I'm talking about. What's it going to take, babe? Eddie. So how much money do we need to raise for a local charity to get Brandy to eat? So
live. No,
live.
I'm not eating frog legs.
It tastes just like a chicken wing.
I love frogs too much to eat them. I go and save them out of the pool.
You don't like chickens? But we're not talking about tree frogs.
I get them bullfrogs out of the
pool. No, these are bullfrogs. Those frog legs today. They were huge. They were like big muscle bound frogs.
Mm-mm.
Try orange chipotle grilling glaze.
I wrote it down.
That sounds awesome, Jason.
I'll take the beer, Gregor.
My favorite pork loin, heavy crushed pepper after oil, butter, then 2 or 3 mustards.
Mm.
What are you spritzing it with? Elvin, I spritz it with the same thing that I do my pork butts with, which is apple cider vinegar. I've got a little spray bottle. So say if it's this size spray bottle, I'll put about half of apple cider vinegar, and then I'll cut the other half with water. Or you could use apple cider vinegar and apple juice. You could use apple juice. I have used, well, the last time I did, it was either the pork loins or the pork butt. I didn't have any apple cider vinegar, so I used lime juice and water. Or I have used a Bud Light lime or Michelob Ultra lime before. So any of those will work, to be honest with you. I have used pineapple juice before. Pineapple juice cut with water before. So any of those work really well. But as a standard for me, I use apple cider vinegar. That's what my mama used. So mama did it. That's what I usually stick with. What else we got? Miss Piddlin needs to put a coal miner's light on. Yeah, we need to go frog gigging.
I don't want to bring them all home.
Mike, we can't. He's on point like this is a barbecue channel. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Sit and keep drinking. Crocodiles.
Yeah, it's basically.
Possum?
No, sir. Well, now Gavin's possum isn't like American possum.
No.
Gavin's possum looks like a mouse, like a 20-pound mouse or something, but it doesn't look like our mangy, nasty possum.
Mm-mm.
Their possum looks pretty cool. I found a way to keep the mustard on after coating the pork. Wrap tightly with tinfoil. Refrigerate overnight. That's interesting. That sounds like a pretty good plan there.
I'm not eating oysters either. I don't do oysters.
Justin, it's funny you mention that because I didn't have my regular cheap apple cider vinegar. By the way, if you're going to spritz with apple cider vinegar, you don't have to buy a name brand. Just buy the off-brand apple cider vinegar and go with it. But I didn't have that today, so I did use the apple cider vinegar with the mother today. So our spritz was vitamin packed today.
We needed it.
That must be why I'm on my game tonight, Mike. Rocky Mountain oysters is a no-go. No-go, not going to happen. That's not going to happen. ever.
I'm not eating oysters anyway.
Baby, that's not an oyster.
Well, yeah, I know those aren't. I'm not eating anything that's.
I'll eat oysters all day long. I'm not eating a Rocky Mountain oyster.
No. No.
Jace, oysters, what? Just purchased a quart today. Yeah. Well, maybe Austin will send you some, Jason.
Yes, Stephen, we know that.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Stephen.
Because you don't know what you're eating when you're drunk, Austin.
Yeah, I'm not eating those.
No.
Sorry about that. What hadn't we covered? I made a list, and my list went to crap as soon as we started. Great part of an animal.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot better alternatives. I agree with you 100%.
No.
No, not doing that
fries?
either. Mine and Harley's, we called him Uncle, but I don't think he was our uncle, but we called him Uncle anyway. They used to make pig brains and eggs. And he also made some coon stew. That was the slimiest stew I've ever had in my life. It was terrible.
State of Georgia just permitted huge.
You're exactly right, Jim. Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that.
No. That's a good question, Jace.
Jace, let me tell you. Gregor sent me that. Gregor. Okay, I tried that little chocolate bar. And I know Steven's already done it. I tried that little chocolate bar. I pinched off a corner. It was about the size of my fingernail. Right?
No, it was not.
It wasn't that big? Or
No,
was it bigger?
Yeah.
Thumbnail?
It was like, as long as you're.
No. It was.
Do I need to go get the bar?
No.
Yeah, I think.
A dime size? I pinched off a corner.
Yeah.
It's not like I ate the whole bar. I pinched off the corner, and Brandy's like, "Oh, that's way too big." I'm like, "It's just a corner."
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ate that thing, and within 3 seconds, I wanted to cut my tongue off. It was.
That's about right, Gavin.
What?
Silver dollar size.
It felt like it. It was.
Honestly, he was your great uncle.
Okay. That stuff was off the chain hot. That Coco Loco chocolate bar, some kind of black Death Reaper pepper. I was literally, I can't explain it. It was hot.
The next time Harley comes down, they're going to do the hot sauce challenge.
Yes, Harley said he would do the hot sauce pyramid. So we're going to do that when he gets down here. But that's all I'm doing to that chocolate bar.
Gavin, Chad said that I should use the rest of it
in a chocolate cake.
In a chocolate cake.
Yeah. You'd need a gallon of milk.
I probably wouldn't eat it. I would just make it.
No, there was nothing. Stephen, it's not that bad. There was nothing good about that chocolate bar. Zero good about that chocolate bar. Nothing good came of that chocolate bar until about a half hour later when it was over, and it was quit hurting. That was terrible. That was terrible.
You had to do it.
I knew it was going to be hot, but that's one of them things where you think you know and you don't know. I'm going to send it to Mike Tabor.
Stephen said he'd take it again.
With a glass of milk. Vegemite or chocolate bar. Oh man. Whew. That's that's a good question there, Gavin. Vegemite or chocolate bar?
Oh, maybe combine the two.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Mm-mm. I got to admit, I would probably take the Vegemite. To be honest with you, I would probably take the Vegemite.
Good night, Jason. Y'all have a good night.
Jason, appreciate you, brother. Thank y'all for hanging in there with us and supporting the channel and watching. Thank you very much. Send it to Gavin. I'll pay shipping for you. How about a homemade Vegemite chocolate bar?
Mm.
Ew. Did you two watch the Catfish Coolie Coco Loco challenge? No. Write that down, babe. Catfish Coolie Coco Loco challenge. Mikey, he won't eat it. He hates everything. Oh, man. Smoked Vegemite bar. Oh. Greg, is that the big lady doing the challenge? Yeah. We got a lot of Mikes and a lot of Jasons.
John.
Got to run. Still interested in coffee mugs. Got it, John. We talked about that a little bit earlier tonight. And I apologize for not getting them out there yet. Appreciate that, Mike. What else we got on here? Oh, question real quick. I had a question today about, it was on one of the Silverbac reviews, and somebody was thinking about buying a Silverbac, but they asked me, does that grill produce a good smoke ring, yes or no? Well, I wanted to say no, but I didn't. But I wanted to say no because I don't think a grill does not produce a smoke ring, in my opinion. A grill doesn't produce a smoke ring. A grill is part of the equation that produces a smoke ring. I think the possibility of a great smoke ring is, there's more potential for that on some grills than others, but a grill by itself is not going to produce a smoke ring. Without getting into all the scientific stuff, it has to do with your fuel source, what kind of fuel you're using, how moist the meat is, what kind of meat it is, how you cook it, at what temp you cook it at, so on and so forth. There's so many things that go into producing that smoke ring. It's not just the grill. So just wanted to kind of get that out of the way.
Good night, Harley. Love you.
Where's Mike going?
Mike Mosley.
Mike Mosley?
He's got to run and have fun.
All right, Mike. I appreciate it. And we will be in touch tomorrow morning about the hats getting on the website. Thank you very much. What else?
You gonna tell your brother good night?
Good night, Harley. I love you, man. Yeah.
Revo loves you too.
Your cat and dog are waiting for you. I also had a friend of mine. We were talking about grills tonight, and he asked me what, out of the grills that I have, what's my favorite? Well, I don't really have a favorite because it depends on what I'm cooking, to be honest with you. So it's really hard to pick just one favorite grill, you know.
No, Gavin, you can't have my cat, but you can have the dog. I will ship him to you. Edward Sisterhands is on.
Edward Sisterhands, my favorite of all time favorite names. Besides Rick James.
Yes.
Rick James was I hadn't seen Rick
Mike.
James in a while.
I was asking if you were about to yell at him, and I told him, yeah. Mike Taper.
I was not.
I thought he was getting off.
No, I don't do that.
Yes.
No, I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Rick James.
Why does Gavin, why do you want the cat?
Gavin wants to eat the cat.
Oh.
They eat cats down there.
Could you imagine boxing her up?
No.
She
No.
would eat us alive.
I'm not boxing her up. What else?
Are you going to ask about visors?
Oh, yes.
Just throw it out there and just see.
I did not. Elvin, thank you for reminding me, and I did not. So now I've got flat spots on my competition cart.
What in the world?
The wheels on the competition car get flat spots when you don't move it. So the other morning we decided that when I walk Sam, let Sam out.
He doesn't walk the dog. The dog walks him.
Well, then my Silverbac needs to walk me because it's got flat spots on the tires. I'm gonna have to rotate them. Quarter turn tomorrow morning. I gotta do it.
Lord help.
What were we talking about? Rick James. Love Rick James. And the dude that had
Gregor, he's talking.
I know. and the dude, yeah, I love it. And Gregor, the only one that's better than that is the I Need More Cowbell skit. I love that skit.
Justin has his vinyl records.
You save them because they're going to be worth millions one day, Justin. Love Rick James. Edward's sister's hands. I want to know how you came up with that name. I love it. Yeah, with Will Ferrell, I love it. I got a fever.
Oh God, don't do it. Don't stop. Will you ask the question?
Oh yes. Who out there would like a visor with a patch? Would any of you be interested in visors with a patch instead of a hat? Visors.
Don't get smart. See, Justin rather have a visor.
I know my brother's gonna say, "Oh, I'd like to have a visor."
Chad probably.
Smiley's asleep. So Justin Stanley visor.
I got him.
We're thinking about toying with the idea of possibly doing visors. Visors are for golfers. Contact some courses. I love it.
Okay.
Justin Stanley, totally, definitely. What?
Edward's sister hands.
It is a play on the movie title, but utilizing every plural instance. Edward's sister's hands. Yeah, I love it.
Mike's getting you started.
Edward's sister's hands. I mean, I didn't know if like your name was Edward and you had a sister or something, you know. You never know. That'd be something Mike Tabor would do. Trivia, what was the cowbell song and who did it?
Lord, he's going to sing it for you. Justin,
was it Blue Oyster Cult? Mike?
Yeah. Somebody's already given
Jim. I got it before you, Jim. I got it before you. Don't Fear the Reaper. Yeah, I didn't get the song title, but I got the band.
Justin, would you still want 2 hats and then we do visors, you get a visor too?
And I beat Jim. Jim was slow on the buzzer.
Gavin wants a sombrero.
Isn't Edward's sister's hands one of Tiger Woods' kids? We're good. This show has gone off the rails tonight. I'm telling you. I need a sombrero, Gavin.
Yeah, that's what I know. All right,
I
got
did-
you, Justin.
I did think about straw hats. We're thinking about all kind of stuff, and
For the win.
we're throwing stuff out there, and there's no way we can get all this at one time. I'm on for
Oh.
all items.
Justin, what color? I gotta know details. You.
I'll send you
sit
more
over there,
sauce.
hush.
for the win. Justin Stanley's the son of a good show. Yeah, when it goes off the rails.
Jus Piddlin is genius. Oh god.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe what are they? Maracas?
Oh my god, no. He doesn't need anything that makes noise. He makes enough noise.
Oh man.
Gregor 4.
For what?
Coughing. Back up here. Tiger Woods.
No, I think that's FORE.
May. No. We're already past May.
I think sombreros would be.
No, it's ridiculous. How are you going to ship them? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Navy.
That's a good point.
Navy. I don't need that. So you like a navy visor? We ain't got navy white patches. They all gonna be brown.
They
Getting custom.
My wife says the same about me, Brandy, when I grab the guitar or bass and start playing.
Well, if he ever gets a guitar, which he wants one, he's getting in a padded room.
Can I just get a cowbell?
No, man. Padded room.
Cowbell.
Mm-mm.
Dun, dun, dun.
Stop. With embellishment.
I got a fever.
You're going to have a fever. I'm going to light you up.
Oh, man.
So he wants a navy.
It's done got hot in here.
You're crazy.
It's over an hour and a half. Every time the show goes over an hour and a half, it gets way off track and funny. It's because we're delirious.
Right.
We've got an hour and a half with him.
Chad's just watching.
Smiley'd wear a visor. We love the orange, and I'm sure that would sell.
Tonight. Oh my gosh.
I need a sombrero when we go. Yeah.
No. How's he going to take it there?
I'll wear it.
He is not wearing that on the plane. Oh, we don't need to bring back luggage, just sombreros.
Oh, is that the link? That's the link.
Yeah.
I'm watching that. With the half shirt.
Chad, what color would you want for a visor? I know you're a visor.
And that belly, his belly's flopping.
Oh, stop it.
I'm a visor guy.
Visor.
Can you, is that allowed to even say?
So Chad wants orange for Auburn.
I'm a visor guy.
Oh, stop it. I got to put in my page.
Starting. I think we've all flipped our page tonight. Whew. What a night.
Or white with orange.
Orange or white with orange. Just orange. Stinky junk. Visors get too dirty. Always throwing them on the ground during football season. That's non-form-fitting headwear going through security at the airport.
Mm-hmm. He's always looking to start
very true.
trouble. Albert likes visors. Albert, what color would you like?
You may have to keep the list revolving for Sunday morning. No kidding. That's true, Justin. You can't hide anything under your visor.
Oh gosh, Gavin wants a hat like this.
The hat, a top hat,
No, it's not a ZZ Top shirt.
a top hat.
This is a Traeger shirt from my
Yeah.
brother-in-law.
Yeah, Harley gave us those. Harley, what's this guy's name? Harley's
He's
going, ain't
gone, yeah.
he? He's snoring by now. Yeah, it's kind of a top hat.
Mad Hatters.
An orange top hat.
Where'd Albert go?
He's right there.
I know, but he hasn't. I'm waiting on him to give me a color.
A slash
No.
top
I
hat.
love me some slash.
Just piddling. Just piddling tube tops with those hands.
You made me get another beer.
That'd be good. Just piddling.
Does it come with a rabbit? Oh gosh.
I've still
Does the hat come with a rabbit?
I've still got to do the beef tongue video,
Oh god.
the just licking video.
I'm
That's a t-shirt.
not eating that either.
Wouldn't that be a cool t-shirt?
You're getting way off track.
Just licking. Very nice. Justin, by the way, you've got like tons of like beer pictures, all kind of beer pictures. Where do you find all that stuff? That's awesome, by the way. I love
I'm
that.
talking about these
What? Oh,
with your sticker on.
the brewmates. Now the beer koozie does sound good. La Lingua, yeah. Just piddling with some red wine. Beef tongue is so good. Albert would rather have a visor.
What color? We're so quick with this group.
Yeah, but Austin, the only problem is they're going to show up empty. So you're going to have to put whatever you would like in them, but that would be pretty cool. Here's the thing that I'm curious about, and this is a serious question, like for what Austin is talking about, because I don't know if it's like, I don't want to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like if I order just these on Amazon, then if I put my sticker on it, can I resell it like to you guys? Is that legal? Do you know? I don't know if that's legal or not.
Now Uva wants to raise money for me to eat the
Free the tongue. Tongue or legs?
Neither. Justin's talking about.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Oh,
Yes, that is legal. But you may want your tax ID ready. Gotcha. Go to arctic.com. They have those and they are for resale. Interesting.
where?
Where's Mike come from with Burt Reynolds and Smokey and the Bandit? Stuff actually I get in the mail too. Awesome.
See, did you read
What?
this from Justin?
There's actually a beer trading group that is so massive in this Rochester area that stuff comes from all over the United States and people trade beers for other beers. That is awesome. I should have done that and starting a YouTube channel. Just trade beers with people. Eastbound and down. Oh yeah. Load up and trucking. Oh yeah. I'm tracking with you now, Mike. I was a little behind. Albert says black and orange. Yeah, that's Clyde. Right turn, Clyde.
You're about to get it. Where's that? Oh, well, that's okay. We have a cup from Riddick.
Yeah, Arctic, baby, Arctic.
Whatever.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for tonight. We've been going 1 hour and 40 minutes. And I think 10 minutes was spent on barbecue, and then it was, we took a right turn. Clyde.
He's in the back.
Short night tonight. Mike, glad you were fashionably late again. Gregor's going to be our official T-shirt.
Yeah, I mean, did you see this one?
Yeah, which one?
Wait a minute. This
Come
one.
on.
Just
Yeah, I love that one. We need to copy and paste that one somewhere.
Oh goodness.
What?
I'm just reading all of them.
Oh. Jace, appreciate all you guys showing up tonight. Tomorrow morning, if we got your email and you want us to save you a hat, we're going to send those emails out 15 minutes before they go onto the website so that you can order those. If not, everybody else, go get you one if you'd like one.
You have everybody else's. You got Mike's email?
Mike.
Tabor?
Yeah.
I got Greg, you got Stevens, you got Justin, so I got everybody else's.
Yeah. So, but appreciate everybody showing up tonight. Thank you so much. Enjoy the feedback from you guys and enjoy the conversations. So,
Stephen's going to be on the plane in the morning.
Well, I hope everything goes well, Stephen. Travel safely. Be looking for the video, the jalapeno popper video that I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll have that posted probably tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. So check that out. And if we don't see you until Sunday, then we'll see you then.
I'll see you next Wednesday. So y'all have a good week and weekend.
Maybe she'll be there Sunday morning.
Maybe.
Until next time, we'll be piddling.